Hello students, I am Mohammad Asim. In last lecture we did topic scales and maps of O-level mathematics. Today we are going to start another topic, new topic. Name is coordinate geometry. In this topic we will study some ingredients of coordinate geometry like gradient of straight line and distance between 2 points and the equation of a straight line. So we are going to start chapter number 6, book 3, 7 edition. The topic is of exercise 6a is concept of gradient. We call gradient or slope, both are same. First have a look the definition of gradient. What is gradient? Gradient is equals to change in y coordinate upon change in x. For example, if you have this line, horizontal line x-axis, and this line y-axis, then the gradient is change in x means from this value of x to this value of x, and change in y means from this value of y to this value of y. So if you divide the value of y, then the value of y upon the value of x, you will get the gradient or slope. We call this line slope because this is tilted line. So always we call tilted line is slope, like this. So if you divide change in y upon change in x, you will get the slope or gradient. Now come to the formula of gradient. The formula of gradient is m. We represent gradient by small m. Please keep in mind, whenever you see small m, it means this is gradient. So the formula of gradient is m is equals to y2 minus y1. It means change in y upon x2 minus x1. It means change in x. See question number 1 of exercise 6a. Exercise 6a from book 3, math book 3. What is question number 1? Find the gradient of the line passing through each of the following pairs of points. You have given pair of points and you have to find the gradient with the help of these given points. So first see this coordinate a 0 0 and this coordinate b minus 2 comma 1. So assign this first value 0 is x1 and the second value is y1. Assign this value is x2 and this value of is y2. So first you have to obtain, in order to find the gradient, you have to obtain x1 y1 and x2 y2. Now see the formula of gradient. M is equals to y2 minus y1. What is y2? Y2, see carefully, this is 1. This sign is minus y1. What is y1 in this case? 0. So put 0 over here upon x2 minus x1. What is x2? x2 is minus 2. Minus 2, this minus from formula x1. What is x1? x1 is 0. 1 minus 0 is, 1. Minus 2 minus 1, minus 2 minus 0 is minus 2. So the answer is minus 1 upon 2. 1 upon minus 2 or minus 1 upon 2, both are same. So this is your answer. You can say our gradient of these 2 points is minus 1 upon 2. See another part. Part number C. There are f parts in this question number 1. Okay, and you have to do all parts. Part C is E minus 2 comma 4. F is minus 5 comma 8. And you have to find the gradient of EF. How to find the gradient? Same. First assign x1 y1 and x2 y2. this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, and this is y2. Therefore, gradient represented by small m. What is the formula of gradient? y2 minus y1. What is y2? y2 in this case is 8 minus from the formula y1. y1 is 4 upon x2 minus x1. What is x2 in this case? Minus 5. Minus 5 and minus from formula minus x1. In this case x1 is minus 2. Okay, apply the bracket. Then m is equals to 8 minus 4 upon minus 5. Minus multiplied by minus is always plus. 8 minus 4 is 4 and minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3. Hence our answer is minus 4 upon 3. 4 upon minus 3 or minus 4 upon 3 or minus 4 upon 3, all are same. See another part of question number 1. I hope you understand. It's very easy to find the gradient. See another part. For example, part number E. Part number E is I minus 2 comma minus 5 and J coordinate is 2 comma 6. And the question is same, we have to find the gradient. First assign x1, y1, x2, y2. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So the gradient small m represent. What is the formula of gradient? y2 minus y1. What is y2 in this case? 6. Minus from the formula, what is y1? Minus 5. So we have to put the bracket in order to change the sign. Upon x2 minus x1. What is x2? 2 minus x1. x1 is already in minus, therefore we have to apply the bracket. So 6 minus multiplied by minus is plus 5. 2 minus multiplied by minus is plus 2. So the gradient is 6 plus 5 is 11 and 2 plus 2 is 4. This is our answer. I hope you understand how to find the gradient of point I and J. You can call this point or coordinate, no issue. See last part of question number 1. K minus 7, 9, L 6 comma 9. Again you have to find the gradient. First you have to assign the values of x1, y1, x2, y2. This is your x1, this is your y1, this is your x2, this is your y2. Therefore, the gradient is, what is the formula of gradient? C. y2 minus y1. What is y2 in this case? 9 minus y1. 9 upon x2 minus x1. What is x2? 6 minus what is x1? This minus from the formula and this minus from the value. 9 minus 9 is 0 because 9 cancel to 9 upon 6 minus multiply by minus is plus. So m is equals to 0 upon 6 plus 7 is 13. And student, and you must know, something divided by 0 is always 0. Therefore, the gradient of these 2 points is 0. This is our answer. So, hope you understand question number 1, and I suggest you to do all remaining parts. And also all these parts again in order to get good commands in this topic gradient. Now come to question number 2. See what is the demand of question number 2, what is the requirement of question number 2. Question number 2, the points A 01, B 71, C 60, D 05 and E 6 comma 4 are shown in the diagram. What is the diagram? See, the diagram is, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Diagram, this is 0. 0 is called the origin. Origin means where the value of x is 0 and the value of y is 0. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, x-axis, and this is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See first coordinate A01. Where is 01? X is 0 and y is 1. So this is your coordinate A01 and this is B. B is 71. First draw the line from A to B. Line is not straight, but you can understand this. So in this case, A is this point 01 and B is this point 71. See next point, C. C is 60. 60 means this point. And you can see in the book the diagram is given. So you no need to draw the diagram. But in order to explain completely this question, I am drawing the diagram. But drawing the diagram is not required in this question. This is C. 6, 0 and D is 05. So this is D point. This is D point. D to C. D to C and finally E64. This is E64. A to E and D to E. So this is the diagram given in the question. What is the requirement? Student, requirement is very easy. The requirement is find the gradient of each of the line AB AE, DC, DE. First, we have to find what is the requirement. Find the gradient of AB. For finding the gradient of 2 points, you must need the coordinate of both the point. What are the coordinates of A? 0, 1. What are the coordinate of B? 7, 1. How to find the gradient? It's very easy. Assign the name. This one is x1, this one is y1, x2 and y2. Therefore, the formula of gradient is y2 minus y1. What is y2 in this case? 1 minus what is y1? 1 upon x2 is 7 minus x1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 7 minus 0 is 7, and 0 upon something is always 0. Divide by 0 of any number is always 0. But student, one question which should in your mind, what is the difference between question number 1 and this question number 2? Though in question number 1 and in question number 2, question is same. What is the gradient? In question number 1 and in question number 2 also, find the gradient. What is the difference? The difference is, in question number 2, they want to elaborate the physical, or you can say the graphical meaning of gradient. See carefully. What is the gradient of line AB? According to formula, the gradient of line AB is 0. It means when the line is parallel to x-axis, parallel means x, this line and this line never meet at any point. Therefore, these two lines are parallel. This answer shows if the line is parallel to x-axis, the gradient is always 0. And you can see carefully, line AB is parallel to this line, x-axis. Therefore, the gradient is 0. No need to find. In this case, you have to find the gradient. But in coming exercises and in more complicated questions, you have to say, whenever you see the line which is parallel to x-axis, you always say the gradient is 0. Hope you understand. See next, find the gradient of each of the line AB. Now see the line AE. What is the coordinate of A? 0, 1. What is the coordinate of E? 6, 4. How to find the gradient? Again, this is x1, this is y1, x2, this is y2. Hence, the gradient is, what is the formula? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. What is y2? 4, y1 1, x2 6 and x1 0. 4 minus 1 is 3 and 6 minus 0 is 6. This 3 can cancel 6. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So the answer is 1 upon 2. What this line tells you? This line tells you, line AB tells you that the gradient of a line which is parallel to x-axis is always 0. This answer, AE gradient, positive answer, shows if the line is on right side on y-axis like this, if the line in this form, the gradient is always positive. So this answer of AE shows if the line is in this form, right side, tilted right side, so you always say the gradient is positive, never be negative. Next part. The next part of this question is find the gradient of DC. In order to find the gradient of DC, you need the coordinate of D. What are the coordinate of D? 0, 5. What are the coordinate of E? 6, 4. This is your x1, this is y1, x2, y2. Hence, the gradient is y2 minus y1, 4 minus 5 upon x2 minus x1, 6 minus 0. 4 minus 5 is minus 1 because sign of the bigger number. 6 minus 0 is 6. Therefore, the answer is minus 1 upon 6. What this answer tells you, this is your line DE. So, if the line is tilted to left side, then the gradient is always negative. So, this is the I can say question number 2 is informative questions about gradient. If the line is parallel to x-axis, the gradient is 0. If the line tilted on right hand side, the gradient is positive. If the line tilted in this position, the gradient is negative. See last part. DE. DE, you have find DE. Oh sorry, I forgot to find the gradient of DC. Now, this is the answer of DE. Now, the gradient of DC is, you need the coordinate of D already written 0, 5, and C coordinates is 6, 0. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So the gradient is 0 minus 5 y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. 0 minus 5 is minus 5, 6 minus 0 is 6. Again, see the gradient is negative. Why? Because the line is in this position. When the line is in this position, the gradient is always positive. When in this position, excuse me, the gradient is negative. And when the line is parallel to x-axis, the gradient is always 0, which you have seen in part A, AB. See next question. I hope you understand the question number 2. Very informative question. See question number 3. What is question number 3 is, if the gradient of the line joining the points minus 3, minus 7 and 4P, 4, P is 3 upon 5. Find the value of P. Very, very easy question. First, take both the points. Solution. First point is minus 3, minus 7. Second point is 4, P. First, find the gradient between these 2 points. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So the gradient m is, what is the formula of gradient? y2 minus y1. What is y2 in this case? P minus. What is y1? Minus. So minus multiplied by minus is plus upon x2 is 4 minus x1, minus minus plus. So p plus 7 upon 4 plus 3 is 7. But in this case, the gradient is given, the value of the gradient is given. If the gradient of the line joining the points minus 3, minus 7 and 4p is 3 upon 5. So in this question, the value of the gradient is 3 upon 5. Therefore, we have to replace this m by 3 upon 5. Sorry, 3 upon 5. P plus 7 upon 7. Cross multiply. Cross multiply means this denominator multiply by the numerator. So 7 3s are 21 is equals to this 5 multiply by the whole p plus 7. So 21 is equals to 5 multiply by p is 5p and 5 multiply by 7 is 35. Move this 35 to other side. The answer is minus 35. So 35 and 21 minus 14 is equals to 5p. Why minus? Because sign of the bigger number. This 5 is multiplied by p. This should divide on other side. Therefore, the value of p is minus 14 upon 5. This is the requirement of the question. See next question. What is next question? Question number 4 is same, 100% same as question number 3. So if you understand question number 3, then you can easily do question number 4. So I am not doing question number 4. I am giving question number 4 as a practice. But see question number 5. The gradient of the line joining the point 9 comma A and 2A comma 1 is 2 upon A. Find the possible values of A. Student, if you read carefully the question is, then you can easily find the answer. See carefully, find the possible values. Values is the plural form of value. So it means there should be more than one value of A in the answer. So find the possible values. Values means more than one. See, question is 100% same as question number 3. But because we have to find the more than one value, therefore I am doing this question. Again, solution. Given that point are 9 comma A and 2A comma 1. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Find the gradient using the formula y2 minus y1. What is y2? 1 y1 is a upon x2 minus x1. In this question, the value of the gradient is given. What is the value? 2 upon a. So replace this m by 2 upon a. 1 minus a upon 2a minus 9. Cross multiply. This 2 multiply by 2a minus 9 and this a multiply by 1 minus a. 2 2s are 4a, 2 9s are 18, a 1s are a into a square. Shift all these two numbers on left hand side. This minus a becomes, this minus a square becomes plus a square on other side. This is a becomes minus a, plus 4a remains 4a minus 18. What is left on right side? Nothing, then 0. So this is a square. 4a plus minus 1a is plus 3a. That's why the requirement is to find the values of a, because this is a quadratic equation, and in a quadratic equation we always get two answers. That's why the requirement of the question. So if you understand the requirement of the question, then you can easily do the question. So I am applying the middle term method. 18 1s are 18, 6 3s are 18, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So break the middle term. 3a is 6a minus 3a minus 18 is equals to 0. Form the pairs. Take a common from first two. A plus 6 minus 3, a plus 6 is equals to 0. These two are same. A plus 6, a minus 3 is equals to 0. This implies that a plus 6 is equals to 0, a minus 3 is equals to 0. Move this 6 to other side, becomes minus 6. Move this minus 3 to other side, becomes 3. Hence, the value of a is minus 6 or 3. This is the way to write the two answers. So this is the question number 5. I hope you understand question number 5. See question number 6. What is question number 6 of exercise 6a? The points P, Q and R have coordinates 6 minus 11, K minus 9 and 2K minus 3 respectively. If the gradient of PQ is equal to the gradient of PR, find the value of K. This is question number 6 of exercise 6A. Very easy question. Coordinate of P given 6, solution 6 minus 11. Coordinate of Q given K minus 9. Coordinate of R given 2K minus 3. According to question, the gradient of PQ is equal to the gradient of PR. So first we have to find the gradient of PQ. Take P 6 minus 11, Q K minus 9. So Q, because we are going to find out the gradient of PQ, that's why I took only P and Q and left R. So gradient of PQ, right? M subscript PQ stands for the gradient of PQ. This is, this is X1, this is Y1, this is X2, and this is Y2. So the gradient of PQ is equals to Y2 minus Y1. What is Y2? Minus 9 minus Y1 minus plus 11 upon X2 minus X1. What is X2? K. And what is X1? 6. 11 minus 9 is what? 2. 2 upon K minus 6. This is the gradient of PQ. What is the next requirement? If the gradient of PQ is equal to the gradient of PR. Now take PR. What is P? 6 minus 11. What is R? 2K minus 3. In this case, this is your X1, this is Y1, this is X2, this is Y2. Find the gradient of PR. M subscript PR stands for the gradient of PR. What is Y2 in this case? Minus 3, minus 1, minus Y1, minus plus 11 upon what is X2? 2K minus what is X1? 6. 11 minus 3 is what? 8 upon 2K minus 6. Now, according to question, what is the requirement and what is given? The gradient of PQ is equal to the gradient of PR. Gradient of PQ is equals to the gradient of PR. Therefore, find the value of K. What is the gradient of PQ? This is the gradient of PQ. 2 upon K minus 6 is equals to, what is the gradient of PR? 8 upon 2K minus 6. Now this is the linear equation, just cross multiply. 2 multiplied by 2Q minus 6, 8 multiplied by K minus 6, 2 2 is 4K, 2 6 is 12, 8 into K, 8K, 8 6 is 32. So move minus 12, this is plus 32, this is 8K, move this 4K on other side, becomes minus 4K. 32 minus 12 is what? 2 minus 2, 32 minus 12, 0, 2. 20, 8K minus 4K is 4K, and 20 upon 4 is equals to K, and K is equals to 5. So 5 is the answer. 6 minus 11, K minus 9, 2K minus 3. 6 minus 11. I am just checking all steps. K minus 9, 2K minus 3. 6 minus 11, K minus 9, plus 11 upon k minus 6. 11 minus 9 is 2. 2 upon k minus 6. And PR 6 minus 11. 2k minus 3. Minus 3 plus 11. 2k minus 6. 11 minus 3 is this, 2k minus 6. Now, oh, there is a mistake. See carefully. 8 multiplied by k is 8k. 8 multiplied by 6 is 48. I am sorry. By mistake, I wrote 32. But 8 6 are 48. Therefore, move this minus 48 to this side. It becomes 40 plus 48. 48 minus 12 is 8 minus 2 6. 36. 8k minus 4k is 4k, and 36 upon 4 is equals to k. 4 9s are 36. So by mistake I wrote 32, but 8 multiplied by 6 is 48. I hope you understand. Next question. Question number 7. So student, these type of questions of ingredient, it's very easy concept. You just remember only one formula, that is m is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. See question number 7. The points P 2 minus 3, Q 3 minus 2, and R 8 comma Z are collinear. That is, they lie on a straight line. Find the value of Z. Very easy question. Students, collinear means all points lie in a same line. For example, this is P, this is Q, this is R, so collinear means all 3 points P, Q and R lie in a same line. But what this information related to gradient, I am writing over here. If points, you must keep in your mind this important line. If points are collinear, their gradient is same. If points lie in a same line, or you can say if points are collinear, then their gradient is same. It means you can say gradient of PQ is equals to gradient of PR, or you can say gradient of PQ is equals to gradient of QR. No difference. Answer should be same. Now I am going to find out the gradient of PQ. This is x1, y1. Now it's a time I am not writing x1, y1, x2, y2. I hope you understand. For the gradient of PQ, this is your x1, this is your y1, this is your x2, this is your y2. So x y2 minus 2 minus minus plus y1 upon x2 3 minus x1 2 is equals to PR. This is your x1 y1 and for this is your x2 y2. Z minus minus plus 3 upon 8 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, z plus 3, 8 minus 2 is 6, 1 upon 1 is 1. This 1 multiplied by 6 is equals to z plus 3. 6 ones are 6, z plus 3. This 3 shift on other side, 6 minus 3 is equals to z. 6 minus 3 is 3. So the value of z is 3. Answer. I hope you understand. But if you take gradient of PQ is equals to gradient of QR, again you will get the same value of z is 3, because the gradient of a straight line, if you take 2 point or 3 point, 100 point, 1000 points, all points have same gradient. So this is the point, this is the important line. If points are collinear, means lie in the same line, their gradient is same. Hope you understand. Next question. Question number 8. What is question number 8 is, the coordinates of, question number 8 is the line joining the points A 2, T, B 7, 2t square plus 7 has a gradient of 2. Find the possible values of t. Again you can see possible values. Values means more than 2 values. Student, this is very easy question. Solution: point A 2, T, point B 7, 2t square plus 7. This is your x1, this is your y1, this is your x2, this is your y2. So the key point is your y2 is 2t square plus 7. Therefore the gradient is y2 minus y1. y2 is 2t square plus 7 minus y1 is t upon x2 minus x1. And the value of the gradient is given, which is 2. This is 2. So 2t square plus 7 minus t upon 7 minus 2 is what? 5. Then 5 multiplied by 2. 2t square plus 7 minus t. 2 5s are 10. 2t square plus 7 minus t. Shift this 10 on right hand side. 2t square, right minus t first. This is plus 7 and this 10 becomes minus 10. What is left over here? Over there 0. So 2t square minus t. 10 minus 7 is minus 3 is equals to 0. Again this is your quadratic equation. It must have two solutions. So 3 2s are 6. 3 minus 2 1. So 2t square minus 3t plus 2t minus 3 is equals to 0. Take t as common, becomes minus 2t minus 3. What is the common in 2t minus 3? Nothing. Then you have to take 1. 1 into 2t, 1 into minus 3 is equals to 0. These two brackets are same, it means your factorization is 100% correct. So 2t minus 3, t plus 1 is equals to 0, implies that 2t minus 3 is equals to 0. T plus 1 is equals to 0. 2t is equals to 3. T is equals to, this 2 is multiplied, this should divide, and t is equals to 1 shift on other side, becomes minus 1. Hence the value of t is 3 upon 2 or minus 1. This is your answer. So I hope you understand how to find the value of t. This is very easy. So student, the last question is very easy. The coordinates of the vertices of a square ABCD, you just have to find the gradient of all the points. I am not doing this question because question number 9 is very easy. But if you feel difficulty in question number 9 or in any other question, must write in comment box. Definitely I will help you. Okay student, so this is exercise 6a. We have finished completely this exercise. In next lecture we will be doing exercise 6b, where we have to do another gradient of coordinate geometry, that is the distance between 2 points. So never miss any class. I will completely finish this chapter and then I will be doing past papers. Student, kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button so that you can get all notification as early. Next, also like my videos and share my videos to your other school friend as well. Okay students, see you next class.